Hello and welcome, each and every one of you. With you today is me, Daiga, multilinguistic international coach therapist from DCT Center, and joining me today is Alisha Ann Kingrey, empath on a mission to help other empaths achieve financial independence in order to follow their dreams and reach their goals. So, hello, Alisha Ann.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm very good. How are you?
Well, if I could be completely honest, I have been sick for the whole last like 7 days.
Oh,
Today is the
sorry.
first day that I'm able to like get up and move around, and yeah, today I'm feeling
I'm
good.
sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm absolutely sure people will want to know what you can tell them, and everybody is very interested in financial well-being because at the moment it's really going crazy out there.
Well, and it's even the little things like this when we're sick. Can you imagine if I had to go to a 9 to 5 job? Right?
I
How
can
many
imagine.
days I would have called off, how much money I would have missed. But because I work online from home, even when I'm sick, I could lay in my bed and make money. It's really perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect, and I really looking forward to hear how we can make money because I'm definitely ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, me and my husband were not in the greatest of situations about 4 years ago. I mean, it kind of two things that happened at the same time in my life. And I watched yours and Morgan's show before this one. And I just thought, oh my gosh, you guys are kind of talking about me. It was a major transformation that we were going through already. I had been searching through, spirituality, and I was searching like 100 different religions and what is the right path and where am I going. And I was just really kind of at a place in my life where things could not remain the same. And so I found myself living in a little apartment in Mexico, and I didn't have any friends and I didn't have any family, and literally all I had was myself. And so I just really started, meditating is spending time with yourself. It's meeting your higher self. It's developing who you really are, not who you think you are, not the person that's been working their fingers to the bone and keeping their kids in daycare, and you have to follow a certain culture to be popular. You have to follow, like this is meditating is totally breaking you out of the cultural norm, getting you past that, getting you to a higher vibration. And that's where I found myself, in this higher vibration, in this, I mean, I'm still on the path. I don't know if you ever really 100% reach your path on this in this realm, but I'm a lot closer to who I want to be 4 years later. But again, one of the reasons why I'm where I'm at is because I don't have to work the 9 to 5. That's what keeps all of us from reaching our spiritual goals.
I
We are
think
so
I think that's what Deep State actually wanted and why that was all implemented. Because if you
right.
work from 9 to 5, you leave alone working from 6 to 3 or from 7 to 3. Yeah, but
Right,
if
exactly.
if you're working even 9 to 5, it's completely takes over your life. You don't have much time for meditation, no time for family, no time for anything.
Right. Well, and going way back when I was raising my children, I was starting to, there was I was conflicted, like I said, about religion. I had searched different religions for so many years, but the one thing that I knew was that meditation always felt so amazing. So I would light a candle in the middle of the floor, and me and the kids, when they were little, would sit in a circle and we would hold hands. We didn't know what we were doing. We just, were trying to do something. And I taught the kids at that time about God, and we were reading the Bible every day, and we were, I was teaching the kids gardening. I was teaching the kids so much stuff. And then I found myself alone. I found myself having to work. And so all of that was thrown to the wayside. As much as I wanted to, I mean, that's been on my heart my whole life, was to bring up my kids the right way and to bring them up in spirituality and stuff. But how could I? How could I? I was working. And at that point, I mean, there was times I was working 2 or 3 jobs just to keep our heads above water. I would clean house in the morning and then do caretaking in the evening and then go to the restaurant at night. And there was so many years that it was really hard. All I could do was work. So yeah, it's like you said, it's all part of the manipulation. So look at where my kids are now. My kids grew up in the public school system because I could not homeschool them. I was too busy working. So they all have the same cultural manipulation that we all do. The only way to get ahead in life is to do well in school, go through more school, be in debt, and then work for the rest of your life to pay it off. Throw your kids in, these manipulation camps that we call public school. And it's just a never-ending cycle. But I broke it. For my generation, I broke it. All of my children have accounts with funds. Now my grandchildren have accounts with funds. And by the time, now my children are not completely retired yet. We are working towards that for all of them. But we've started it. We've started a whole new culture, at least in our family. And it's amazing. It is amazing. I want to share it with as many people as I can because, we think about what is financial freedom. So when you tell that to people, they think, oh yeah, so I have enough money to pay my car payment. Well, I have a little bit of extra to pay my house payment. It's so much deeper than that. I decide what time I wake up every day. I decide what time I'm going to go to bed every night. I decide when to take a vacation. Nobody gives me a week. Nobody gives me a couple of days here and there. I literally live on vacation now. Literally live on vacation. This is living. This is living. I meditate every single day and I help people every single day. Financial freedom is not when you can pay your own bills. Financial freedom is when you have enough to pay off the mortgage for your neighbor, right? That is true financial freedom. When you can really start helping people and really start changing the world, that's freedom.
Yeah, I think many people would like to have this freedom. So maybe let's get in how to do it. And then obviously afterwards I will definitely have questions because I look into this. Those people who are watching us don't know anything about what we will be talking about, but I looked into it little bit, but still I have many questions after that. Okay,
Sure.
then we starting on your presentation, yeah?
Okay. Okay, so we are called funds. Now, let me go back to a little bit of history again. I told you I found myself living in an apartment in Mexico. Why? Because it was all I could afford at the time. Literally, that was all I could afford. I had a certain amount of money, and it had to stretch. And so I found myself living in Mexico to be able to live on my own. And so at that point, I also met my husband online, and I moved to Europe to live with my husband. So this is how long it's been since we've been with funds. That's literally when we started. I started on my spiritual journey, and I found funds at the same time. It was
You
absolutely.
found funds, or you actually one of those who started the funds?
I did not start funds. Like, it is not well, okay, how do I say this? Because I did start funds, but it's not, I'm not the programmer. I'm not any kind of owner of the program or anything like that. I have been in the community for so long. And now, see, the other people who started this project are also empaths, they're also spiritual. There's nobody that comes to funds by accident. We pray for you. We bring you in spiritually. So we all started gelling like family. We all became very close right away. And I was one of the founding people that helped to build the community, because I did start bringing in literally every single person I know is now with me in funds. My attorney, my CPA, all of my children, my grandchildren, my parents, my aunts and uncles, and everybody that's within arm length of me is in funds with me. So that a little bit of history of how long we've been in the community. It's about 4 years now. And so we had another project going. We used USD. We did not use crypto in the beginning. However, we knew, like everybody else knew, the crypto market was booming, and we knew that it was just going to keep picking up momentum. When you see the billionaires doing it, that's absolutely something that you've got to get into, right? Like, I had to be in this thing somehow. I mean, look at all the different newspapers. Everybody was talking about crypto. So that's when we literally moved the whole platform over to what it is today, and that is using crypto. So now we have thousands and thousands of members. We are all over the place. I thought it was cute when you said that you are the international leader, or what did you, international person. I am known as the international manager in funds, because I have people in so many different countries all over the world. The majority of my team is in America, but I do have people in Iraq, in Jordan, in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Turkey, in Jordan, all over the world. I have people on my team. So we really, really can help almost everybody in almost every single nation. And these people now they were impoverished like I was. They were having a hard time finding jobs like I was. Let's face it. How much momentum did funds pick up in just the last 2 years? I mean, it really, really was like, after the pandemic hit and people were losing their jobs, we were like, oh my gosh, now we understand why the universe gave us this project, because we didn't skip a beat. When people were losing their houses, I was buying property. When people were struggling to make ends meet, I was traveling the world. People in funds, we never skipped a beat. We keep making that money every single week like clockwork. So I don't have to tell you, Daiga, what the problem is. Everybody has the same problem. We work and work and work, and we make money. It's not that we don't make money, but our money doesn't stretch, right? After you pay the house payment, after you pay the car payment, God forbid your kids should be hungry every day, right? Like by the time you put all of this stuff in your bucket, you're going, hold on, what happened to that $1,000 I made this week? Why does it go so quickly? But what if you could, after you use that $1,000, you still have it in the bank? I know it. You're like, what? What does that even mean? Let's get to that a little bit later. So this is the 6 of us who started the community. Like I said, I can't take all of the whole spotlight for myself. Mr. Rene Leralde is actually who started the project 6 years ago with Brian Early, also known as Coach B. I am known as Coach A because I have been in the community for so long. And then, Mr. Wesley works in the big bank still, but he is soon to retire because, oh my gosh, this man has such a huge team. Now, Gene just retired. He has over 2,000 people on his team as well, and he is helping people all over the world also. And then we have JP Valcarce, who's our chairman of the board. And the one thing that makes us different from any other online thing that you're ever going to see is, for one, we're all Americans. I'm the only one that's not from Florida, actually. Oh, no. I'm not the only one. Coach B is from Louisiana. I'm from Arkansas. And then all the rest of these guys are from Florida. And that's where our office is. That's where everything is. And, if you come into our Telegram group because you want to check it out, you want to see how things work, all of us are in the chat group. You can meet every one of us. We are doing webinars. Like, our face is everywhere. We're not hiding. We're not the big honchos that, oh, now we're making millions of bucks. Now we can't help anybody. We are very, very active in the community. Everybody can reach out to us at any time they need to. So, and I've never found an online community like that before. I never have. That's why we're so amazing. So, one of the smartest men in the world even said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. You're either going to pay it or you're going to make it, right? So which side do we want to be on is the thing. This is the heart of all of it right here. This is the heart, is our staking. How does it work? This is probably where your questions come in. So you join, you open up an account with funds for $10 a month. Now you decide, how much money do I want to put into a staking account? And really, how you come up with this is ask yourself, how much money do I need to make every month? Because we pay between 3 and 4% a week on average. So you think, for every $1,000 you put in, you're going to be making about $130, $140 a month. So just take that and say, okay, how much extra do I need to make every month? And it's totally passive. There's zero effort on your part. Zero. There's no team building. There's no sending emails. There's no recruiting required. There is no jumping through hoops. Literally, there's nothing that you have to do. Nothing. You can throw your money into an account and walk away for a year if you want to, and come back in the year to see, okay, how much money do I have in my account? The money is just automatically earning more and more and more every week. Now, here's the second best thing about funds. You can withdraw your earnings every week if you want to. However, if you don't withdraw, it compounds. See, that's why I was talking about that compounding. So say you throw $1,000 in today, we've made our 3.5%. Now, next week, your earnings are not going to be on the initial 1,000 that you put in. Your earnings are going to be on the 1,035. And then the next week, 1,070. And then the next week, 1,130. And the next week, it just keeps going and going and going and going. And yeah, like I said, it compounds every single week. So it turns into this like huge snowball effect. I teach people how to literally become a millionaire in 4 years or less. 4 years or less. That's it. There's no 401k that's going to do that for you. There's no savings account that's going to do that for you. There literally is nothing else that's going to do that for you. And our community is all about, we are a community of empaths who are just trying to help people make money, sustain any lifestyle that they want. You don't have to be an empath like we are. You don't have to. If you want to buy the cool cars and you want to, whatever you want, it's there for you. It is totally open for you. Whatever you need in your life, funds can help you to achieve that goal. If you're just looking to make $300 extra a month to help pay off your credit cards, we can help you with that too. It's absolutely amazing. You can, throw $100 in there if you want to and just let it grow and grow. Like, people, you can start an account for your children even though they're under 18. So you can throw $100 in for your kid. Say it sits in the account for 15 years or however long they need it. Now, what have you given your kid? What kind of a lifestyle have you set up for your child? Now, if your child chooses to go to college, they don't have this big cloud of debt over their head, right? They've got money for college. They've got money to buy a car when they're 16. They've got money. Okay, let's go back and talk about reality for a minute. I wish that I would have had this when my kids were growing up. How many times did I need to take my kids to the dentist and I literally had to take from something else, rob Peter to pay Paul, right? But what if you had an account for your child set up? What if they don't need it for college yet? What if they are 15 years old and the doctor tells you, guess what? Your kid needs braces. Where are you going to get that $2,000 from? But because you started an account with $100 for that child, maybe a couple years ago, few years ago, now you've got that covered. What if, something else happens? What if, we have school uniforms, you've got school lunches. Oh my gosh, school lunches, just that killed me when the kids were growing up. There's so many different ways to use funds. It's very simple. It literally is like going to the bank, deciding to put money into a savings account. You choose that amount. 100 is the minimum. 1 million is the maximum. We don't even have a maximum. You decide how much you want to put in, and that's it. There's nothing else that you have to do. It's just that simple. And you can visit the pyramids in Giza if you want to. You can go down to Mexico and dive in the most amazing coral reefs that you've ever seen. You can spend more time with your grandchildren. You can go to meet your daughter-in-law that you've never met in the Philippines. Like, life is so amazing when money is not in the equation.
Okay, I understand those who sign up doesn't need to do anything to get this 3% per week. Yeah?
Correct.
Put in starting from 100 to infinity, put in and 3% per week you getting back in your wallet. Now, what you doing? How you making to happen? How you making for each of your members those 3% to actually get in this wallet? What
So
you
your
doing in background?
so your money is being used. It's a little bit different than the big banks would do it because we don't do loans and have interest and stuff like that. We don't make money from other people. We make money from markets, right? So we buy and sell crypto. That's one of the ways we trade crypto. We trade on the Forex. We do have commodities, gold and silver. We really, we have a team of professionals who are watching markets all the time. And whatever market we need to jump on, that's the market that we're in to make profit for our group. And just like, I guess you could say, kind of like the big banks, anybody who has an account with us is able to share in that profit with us every week. And then we do have the membership fees. Now, it does cost you, like I said, $10 a month to have a membership fee, to have a membership to be able to stake. However, the $10 does not go to funds. The $10 goes to the members. So that's another way. And you might not think $10 sounds like a lot. We have some people that pay $30 a month. It really is just whatever they need, whatever their need in the community is, $10 or $30. But you'd be surprised how much money, that's brand new money coming into the community every month. And it really, really gives us quite a bit more to share with the community.
Okay, but how at the moment everybody knows the stock market is going crazy and nobody really know which of the cryptocurrencies will be going forward and which one fail at all. Like I listening so many news about Bitcoin is going down, Bitcoin won't be going forward in new system, yeah? So what's your view about that?
So for one, we don't do anything with the stock market because in times of like recession or times of, horrible inflation like we have now, the stock market is the first thing that falls. So we don't do anything. That's where you get like your 401ks and stuff like that. And it's very, very volatile. How many people lost their 401ks in 2008? How many people lost their 401ks with the pandemic in 2020? We don't touch the stock market. So, but with Bitcoin, if you think about it in a bigger, in a much bigger capacity, if I buy $100 in Bitcoin tomorrow, maybe it's at 18,000. I buy, $100, even $1,000, and then it goes up to 22,000. I'm not going to make still probably a few dollars. It's really not going to give me an income, right? But what if when Bitcoin was at 18,000, I bought $10 million worth? When it goes up to even 19,000, I can sell that and make millions of dollars because I have so much money in the pool. So, and there's so much speculation with Bitcoin. when Bitcoin dropped, every time Bitcoin drops, people say, oh, it's the end of Bitcoin. Oh, but this is how the market is. We've been playing the market for a long time. I used to trade. I used to be a professional trader, but who has time for that? And I remember when the market fell from, it was like 12,000, it fell all the way down to 3,000. People were scared. We lost thousands and thousands of dollars. However, in the markets like that, especially with crypto, all you have to do is wait. And what did it do? It went from 3,000 all the way up to 66,000. It hit a brand new high. So that's just what it's been doing. And so that's how we've made a lot of our money up to now. But, because we don't only buy and sell crypto, because we have so many things going, we have so many sticks in the fire, we've always got something that's bringing in profit, always. Think about it like this. If Bitcoin goes down, automatically gold and silver is going to go up, and we're in both pots. Or, Bitcoin goes down and what else? The Forex market just happens to be doing really good this week. So yeah, we're in everything. So if one thing losing, automatically another thing is winning. So we've always got a backup plan, I guess you could say.
What do you think? Let's say, okay, I'm putting my money, all my savings, I'm putting in funds. Yeah. Who is there to say to my savings after 2 years or with all this market going crazy in 2-3 years completely disappears? Even the money what I put there, is there any guarantee that if I want to get out of these funds, yeah, I can get out my money and go?
So first of all, in the markets, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. There never can be. That's just the way that the markets are. We really don't know from day to day what the markets are going to do. So that's why we've made the entry only $100. It's very cheap to come in. And even with that 100, because of the compounding, in just a few years' time, you could have several thousands of dollars in your account. But we do tell everybody, listen, don't come in with any money that you cannot afford to lose, because we can't guarantee. Yeah, we've been going now for 6 years. Yeah, nobody's lost a penny in the last 6 years from the community. You'll never find a member who can ever tell you, yeah, I joined this community, I lost my money. It's never happened. Can we guarantee it for the next 6 years? Unfortunately, we can't, because we can't guarantee anything. But like I said, the entry is very, very cheap. It's very, and if you decide, and so if you look at it this way, because of the way that the compounding works, as long as you pay your membership up front for 6 months, your account doubles every 6 months. So if you put in 1,000 and you pay, so say you come in with, your $1,000 for staking plus your $10 for the next 6 months. So say $1,060, your account will have over $2,000 in it after 6 months. So if you want to, at that point, take out your initial deposit. After 6 months, when it doubled, now you can never lose, right? So now you're sleeping better at night. You're not losing any money. You're not thinking about, oh my gosh, I hope I don't lose my money. Well, now you can't lose your money, because not only have you got your initial deposit back, but you still have the same 1,000 in your account that's compounding for you every week. So that's what I suggest to a lot of my team members. If you're somebody that's new to the markets, if you're somebody that's a little worried about what's going to happen to your money, take it out after 6 months. It's your account. You can do whatever you want to with it.
Okay. It's lots to take in, because I know for sure that will be many people who are listening to us and is in same position as me. I never done anything with crypto. I do want to get in there, but I never done it. So I am afraid. I am afraid to get there, because I'm listening what's going on around, yeah.
Right,
And
right,
it's
right.
it's scary, to be honest. And
Sure.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I'm not alone in that.
Right. Yeah. A lot of people are afraid. However, what is, sorry, I don't know where that came from. What is the opposite of fear? Right? On the other side of fear is faith. Fear never gets us anywhere. Starting a new job is scary. Moving to a new house is scary. Buying a new car is scary. You just have to weigh out, is the payoff going to be worth the chance? That's what you have to ask yourself. Do I want to live the same way that I'm living, or do I want to take a chance and possibly change my life for the better? That's what it all boils down to, really. I mean, here's our deal. When we started, the system was different a long time ago. When we started, we only started with $50. And that was a stretch. But we knew, like, okay, we're eating beans and rice right now, and then sometimes we're running out of beans and rice. Like, we can't keep going on like this forever. So do we take a chance and we try something else, or we risk staying in the same situation that we're in? And when we looked at it that way, it was like, no way we can stay in the same situation that we're in, right? So now, like I said, we own property, and we own, my family is totally debt free. My husband's family is totally debt free. Everybody is, living these amazing lives just because we decided to jump in it and take a chance. But, there's no pressure here. I mean, it really, really does boil down to your comfort level. What do you want to do? I would suggest for you, come in with $160. This is going to be your 6 months upfront membership fee, and you'll have $100 in your staking, and then just
Why,
see how it
why,
goes.
why do I need pay? I said but why do newcomers need pay 6 months upfront this fee?
You don't have to, but if you pay $10 a month the first time, and then after that, it's going to come out of your earnings every month, right? So this way you don't double your money. The only way to double your money in 6 months is to pay off your membership fee up front. The way that the compounding works, if you take even $10 out of your earnings, it affects your whole month's earnings. Think about it. If you have $100 in your account, you're going to make about $13, $14 for that month. But now $10 has to come out for the membership fee. So how much are you making a month? $3 or $4 a month now. So at the end of 6 months, you're going to have how much in your account? $25, $30. So you'll have like $100 maybe $30 in your account after 6 months. If you would have paid the 6 months up front, then you would have over $200 in your account after the 6 months. Or you could do it the other way. You could start with $210. That's a way to do it too. If you just want to pay the membership fee up front one time, put the $200 towards your staking. Now, instead of making $13 or $14 a month, you're doubling that. So now not only do you have enough to pay, enough, for your $10 to come out of your earnings comfortably, but then you're still making like $15, $18 a month. So yeah, it works out like that too. I was
And
just showing you, if you wanted to come in with the bare minimum, I would at least pay for the membership up front, or you're going to be disappointed, honestly, after 6 months.
and what is the difference between the silver membership for £10, $10 and $30 gold membership? What what is this
So,
difference?
so the $10 is 100% passive. You put money into an account or you literally walk away. You do nothing with your account. But there's a lot of people that come into our community and they have other businesses that they want to advertise. They have maybe other network marketing things, MLM things online, and we let them advertise in our marketplace. So a person that has several businesses that they want to advertise, they usually jump on the gold plan for $30 a month. Now they get 3 marketplace listings every single month. So, this helps them with their sales. Not only are they reaching a greater audience, but now they're reaching a global audience because we're all over the world. Plus, the $30 person gets more bonuses when they are building a team. So this is a person who's recruiting. It's a person who's bringing more people into funds. They want to reach their goal quicker, or maybe they want all of their family to join. So now they're going to get more bonuses from their team every month for being a gold member. So that's the difference. 10 is passive. 30 is either an entrepreneur with several businesses and you need listings, or you're a major team builder and you want more bonuses.
But if I have this $10 membership, yeah, I still can get some bonuses if I bring somebody in.
Yes, you can. You get a 10% referral bonus on everybody that you bring in on your first leg, right under you. And then if they decide to bring people in, you get 2% of their team. That doesn't change. Those bonuses don't change. The only thing that changes with the $30 bonus is you get a matching bonus of their team when you're a gold member. So whatever, if your team guy underneath you is building and then he gets all of these bonuses from his team, you would get a 25% bonus of his bonus that he got from his team. So again, if you don't have a big team, the $30 plan might still not work out for you. You could still stay on the 10 because you're still getting the 10% and the 2% bonuses for your downline.
And how these legs, that sounds like very similar as pyramid. Going down legs. That means, anyway, if I recruit or bring in one person and that one doing well, then all up pyramid is going some bonuses.
Yeah, that is true. If you join, you of course would be under our friend And then our friend is under me. So, yes, everybody up the chain would get a bonus, but you also would get bonuses coming down too. So, like with me, I'm a big team builder. I have people join every single week, and people would just automatically be placed under you because you are on a team with a lot of team builders, put it that way. So, I guess you could say, yeah, it's kind of well, I don't know. It's not like a pyramid because okay, let's take your job that you work at, right? You've got your CEO, and then you've got your office manager under that, and then you've got your shift managers, and then you've got all your employees at the bottom, right? That's pretty much a pyramid. You've got all these people down here that are making all these people up here money. But the little guys, they never get to CEO. They never get to shift manager, office manager. They just stay as employees and they keep making money for these guys, right? That's different in this, in that somebody under me can literally be making more money than me. Just because I'm above somebody, it does not restrict you on how much money you can make. Every single person in the community has the same exact opportunity to make money as, say, the owner, the CEO at the top, right?
This two leg uh, how we would say this
But well,
two leg
so we
principle.
don't do it, but we don't do it like other communities to where, like, okay, you've got one person on this leg and three people on this leg, and so you don't qualify for this bonus, blah blah blah. We don't do any of that. If you bring somebody in, you get a bonus, period. If any of those people bring people in, you get a bonus, period. It's not about, having the same amount of points on this leg and this one and this one. If they are anywhere in your downline, even if I put them there, if they just automatically show up under you because I brought them into our team, you're going to make a bonus that way. If you bring them in, if I bring them in, you get a bonus.
I actually second time hear this. I think this really is the new way of doing things, because I second time hear this. First time I hear about, I don't know, about care wands. That's a physiotherapy device. care, which one
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
is light frequency and heat, and it
I have heard of that.
rejuvenates cells and blood circulation, and lots of helping, because of that, helping lots of illnesses. And that is exactly the same. I brought one wand, and now I can start advertising and bring in more people who buy wand from me. And again, there is
Mm-hmm.
those two legs.
Mm-hmm.
And this is sort of new age project.
Yeah, it's totally different. So it literally is everybody in the community making money from everybody in the community. We collectively add to the pot, and this is what feeds all of us, right? It's not, and there's not like, uh, yeah, like I said, it's not like there's only, the people that have 500 people on their team can be millionaires. This really, the way that you make money the most amount of money in this community is not from team building. It just honestly, it's not. I have a huge team, and very little of my money comes from team building. My money comes because I have so much money in my account after the time, since I've had my money in for a while. Your money is going to be the biggest part of earnings for you. So, we do give little incentives if you do want to join a team, but it's not one of these other projects like you're required to build a team. You can only hit bonuses if you have so many people on your team. Like that's we yeah, we don't put a lot of emphasis on team building just because, let's face it, who likes to do it, right? And it just happens organically. When we first started, we didn't build a team right away. We were like you, like I'd never even heard of the word crypto before this. A girlfriend introduced it to me, and then, we just had no clue about crypto. And so we didn't tell anybody. We didn't want to sound stupid if it didn't work. And so, then after we had been in it and we had been making money, and we're like, okay, now I think it's time to tell everybody. And then we started bringing people in, but it just happened organically. Like I said, we moved to Europe after we married, and that's where we lived together. So people were asking me things like, okay, hold on. What do you do for a living there? Well, I have my online thing. Well, what are you talking about? Like, is that just side money? Or no, that's how we're living. You just, one conversation leads to another. And we have built this massive team organically. Organically. When we needed an immigration attorney, I'd spoken to my attorney. I told you nothing in this community happens by accident. The right people always come. So I spoke to this attorney, and he was asking me, well, what do you do for a living? And I said, I have this online thing and we're into crypto. And a light went off in his head, and he's like, oh my gosh, I've been trying to get into something to crypto for a long time. Like, how can I join it? And so I flipped it around. I said, okay, listen, if I put the 2,500, that your fee 2,500 in an account for you, it will double in 6 months. Or I can give you the 2,500 in your hand right now. He's like, nope, I don't want the cash. I do not want the cash. Open up an account for me, put it in an account. I want my money to double. I'm looking for, and he told me, Daiga, you think people are attorneys? Oh, they make so much money. They love their job. He's like, LaShann, I can't stand this anymore. I'm a 37-year-old guy. I don't have a life. I'm literally working every single day, even on Sunday. I need to do something else to make money because I've got to get out of this lifestyle. I can't do it. Everybody, we're all in the same boat. So yeah, it just happens. People see the way that you're living. People see the smile on your face, how you're changing your lives, how you're changing your kids' lives. They just come to you organically. Even if you don't mean to build a team, it just happens. That's just the
Exactly.
way that it's been working.
What next step? I know next step, which one I need to move is as well, is to make wallet and put money in a wallet. What sort of wallets you would recommend to use? Because I myself sign up like first steps for Coinbase, but Coinbase doesn't use what is recommended for funds because funds doesn't recommend Bitcoin.
Right. We used to, But our people were losing so much money in fees that's why we switched to USDT. We used to take a lot more cryptocurrencies, but that is the number one. We literally are concerned about our members. It's not about the company making money. It's not about the leaders making money. It's about every single member making money. The payment processor that we were using before was way too much, so we dumped them. Crypto, Bitcoin and Litecoin and all that stuff, it was just costing our members way too much in fees to send it. Ethereum, I don't have to tell you how much Ethereum was costing. So we ditched all of them. We said, okay, let's make it easy. Let's do USDT. Anybody in the world can afford it. Let's do USDT. So yeah, I understand we do not have a lot of options for crypto right now, but it's a lot cheaper the way that we're doing it right now. So in Europe, I love Binance. Binance.com. They have a website.
Could you
It's
spell this, please?
You can do it on the computer, so it's really easy. And they've got, on the computer, you've got this big, huge, beautiful screen set up. It's an easy platform
I
to
love
use.
to do it on computer because I still don't like doing things on telephone. I know we should learn that telephone will be the one thing which one always in hands for everything, but I still not. I'm not. I
But
like my
and the app
computer
is
setting.
harder on some things though. Yeah. Do the wallets and stuff, I like it a lot better on the computer myself. So yeah, Binance has every single coin there ever was. Every coin. I put it in the chat. Yeah. BINANCE. Like finance, but you change the F with a B. Binance.com. I would start there. They're easy. And you can swap coins for free. Like, let's say, like right now, I am buying XRP and XLM because the rumor is these cryptos are the one that we're going to be using in the future.
Yeah.
So it's very simple. Yeah, right. So when you send your USDT from Binance, say you want to withdraw your earnings or whatever, but you're not really sure about whatever crypto, but oh yeah, I hear the new system is going to be XLM. All you have to do is swap it for free on Binance. You can swap everything to XRP, XLM, and then you can have those cryptos. You don't have to keep USDT.
Let's say now I set up this Binance wallet. Yeah, I have money in. Now I earn money. After months or 2 months, I earn some money. I want to take some money out of account on end of month. Yeah. How I can take out money, where it goes? I have to go through bank or how that process? I can't understand how you getting crypto money out of the wallet.
So the third best thing about funds is we are totally decentralized, which is good because with the new reset, I mean, let's face it, we kind of all know what's going to happen to the banks here soon. But see, Binance is going to take the place of the big banks for you. Binance will be your online crypto account, your online crypto bank account. So I will show you after you get your Binance account set up, I will show you where you go to get your We can call it an account number because you don't know the difference right now. We will put that into your funds account, and then literally with the click of a button, with the push of a mouse, the click of a mouse, you can withdraw that money straight to your Binance account. And then at that point, if you choose to, you can sell your crypto and send it to your big bank account. Or I have 3 different crypto cards. 3 different crypto cards. Let me tell you of another really good one that works in the UK. A lot of my people use this one. It's crypto.com. And that one, I think my husband has my credit card, but that one, you literally get a crypto card that you can use anywhere in the world. You can just
You can use in the shop crypto card?
Anywhere. I can go to the ATM and withdraw money. I can swipe this like a MasterCard. I can do anything and everything with this. And I put that in the chat also, crypto.com. I know that one is available in Europe also. A lot of my friends in Europe just totally love that one because of the card. That one is a little bit harder to navigate around, and they do not have a website. Unfortunately, that one is only an app. But nonetheless, I love that one because of the spending power. There's just so many things that you can do with it. It's like, okay, but they do not take USDT also. So see, this is where you're going to need Binance. You can send your USDT to Binance, swap it for free to, I don't use Bitcoin. The fees are too high. I would swap it to Litecoin, and then you could just send that right over to crypto.com. And then you can, there you go. You've got all of your banking stuff on your phone, on your card. You've got money that's easily accessible to spend however you need to. But definitely start with Binance for now. It's a very easy platform. You're not going to be withdrawing in the next, probably month or couple of months. So I would learn to navigate my way around that one. It's a very lovely site. And I love the owner. I follow the owner on Twitter. I really respect him a lot. He's a Chinese gentleman, very, very smart guy. I just really like him. He's a good guy.
Okay, I think, do you have anything else what you want to tell our viewers today? I think you will be back at some point, because when we get going, we will need to catch up and find out how we all doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you have anything
the one thing that I just wanted to...
Sorry, I interrupt you. What did you wanted to say?
The one thing that I did want to mention before we left, let me check my internet. Okay. Empaths always feel bad for making money, I think. You go on YouTube and you ask people for donations. We have a more important job, I feel, than anybody else on the planet, and we should get paid. We should make money for what we do. We should, really. As empaths, we are the ones that should make the most amount of money because we're going to put it towards the most good, right? What are we going to do with it? Good stuff. We're going to help people. So we have to change our perspective when it comes to money. I used to think, well, if I make too much money, I'm not going to be meek. I'm not going to be as spiritual. But really, we have to flip that around. Now, guess what? I'm helping to feed orphans in Kenya. I'm helping a single mother put her kid through school in Ghana. I'm helping, my mother-in-law is living out of this world now. Her husband passed, and she's not making a lot of money, and now she's got her own account. I mean, this is what it's all about. It's about changing the world one person at a time, and we need money to do that. Don't feel guilty. Never feel guilty for making too much money, because the more money you have, the more people you can feed, the more
Yeah.
medicine you can buy for people, the more time you can spend, meditating and learning about crystals and learning about this amazing planet and these amazing people that we live with.
Yeah, exactly. On that note, please, if you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because many more videos like this is there to follow. And thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and God bless.